So the two things we needed this episode, an Ankylosaurus and an Argentavis. Well, I'd say we were getting there. What was the issue though, was we found it on top of a mountain. We got our Ankylosaurus, we're knocking him out, he's out of the way. Then we find this Argentavis that's in a corner, stuck behind rocks. What do? Of course we're going to take care of the Argentavis, duh. So after we got done knocking out the Argentavis and the Ankylosaurus, we tamed him up, we got him. We brought the Argentavis back, but we had to make a saddle. So we finally got a saddle on this bad boy, and we brought him all the way up the hill. And so our flying simulation begins. We fly all the way up this hill, we take it nice and easy, just enjoying the view, make it all the way up the hill, and then once we get on top of the hill, we have to give ourselves a rest, of course, get the stamina back, and then we grab the Ankylosaurus, and then it's time to bring him back down. Big thing for this is we were going to unlock an unlimited amount of stone and metal, and this is going to be an insane progression into our storyline so far. Only we ran into one major issue. That's right, you guessed it, or maybe you didn't. I was invaded by the worst dinos on the island. A trike, or a couple trikes, the therizinosaur, and those turtles. And I did not manage my dinos the way I should have. Maybe it was for the best, as you will see, possibly later in the video, or maybe it was for the worst. We lost Godzilla, we lost all of our important dinos that we had just spent the last 3 episodes trying to get and tame, and as things are looking up, we take a huge step back and just devastation all around the board. And so as you see here, I don't even know what to do. I've got a turtle fighting Godzilla, I've got trikes killing my pteranodons that I worked so hard to tame up, and you know, I just thought the heck with it, and I said let's just send all of my dinos out at once and try to get the trikes to, you know, disappear. And it didn't work. They just kept chasing, and it didn't work out for me. And I was really feeling down at this point, and I didn't know what to think. Only thing I could think of is that you're damn right I took revenge on all of those dinos that had killed everything I worked so hard to get. But here's the one thing, they had 3 baby trikes with them. So what was I gonna do? I was gonna rub it in their dead bodies' faces, and I was going to tame each one of their baby trikes and lock them in the cage for eternity. Or no, I didn't lock them in there for eternity, but you get what I mean. So we embark on a new journey. The journey to find our new homeland. That spot wasn't doing it anymore. We were getting attacked from all angles, and it just wasn't viable anymore. What we needed was a nice area, secluded from everywhere else, in the heart of the land, where we could easily tame dinos, and where we could flourish under the new skies that were above us. And then out of the corner of my eye, I spot this perfect location. Although there's a T-Rex on top of it, it is a nice flat rock on top of the surrounding river, and there is nothing but dinos and trees and rocks, and it is probably the most perfect spot I have found in Ark Survival Ascended. So the first job to gain this as my own, I have to outsmart the T-Rex. Really, with things that small of hands, not that hard to do. He falls right off the cliff. And then what do? We get to work. We start making a base, gathering supplies, and making this our home. Now during this entire stretch, I know you may be thinking, well, who's knocking on my door? What's going on behind me? No, it's just a big-ass Brontosaurus constantly pounding around while I'm fast-forwarding this little clip of me doing my little montage, creating this nice, beautiful, elegant base. Yes, it's annoying. I want to kill the Brontosaurus, and I will in the next episode. We're going to start taming. We're going to start making things happen in this world. This is the best base location I have found by far in Ark. I don't think I have ever found a better spot. At least for the position that we're in, this is perfect. And as you're going to see here coming up shortly, it's got plenty of room for dino tames, mutations, breeding, and other buildings that we can make that'll be fully functional for what we need to do coming up here in the short future. And by the way, if you guys do have any ideas of where this series should go, like I said, just let me know down in the comments and I'll probably make that I'll probably make it happen. And so just like that, a thought popped into my head. Maybe that should be the goal of the series, to tame the mighty beast that she calls Gigantanosaurus. And in order for us to want to do that in the future, we're going to have to start taming some strong dinos. These guys aren't strong at all, but pteranodons are really useful, especially where I'm at in the game. Even I had to restart, that's okay. I wanted to start breeding these guys, and I wanted to possibly get a mutation that could get some really good stamina, some weight, some attack, or maybe some high health. I wasn't too fortunate in the beginning here, but I did eventually start making my way up and finding better, higher level pteranodons. And another thing that we needed to start doing was hitting these supply drops. There was far too many of them, mostly being yellow, especially around this area. For some reason, there's a lot of T-Rexes down in this center area, so I had to be really careful when I was going through and getting them. I actually had to fight off a group of raptors to get to this one. But supply drops are by far one of the most beneficial things you can pick up in Ark Survival. Reason being is because they have such good loot and they benefit you for the long run. Now, I'm back to taming more pteranodons. I was trying to get mutations throughout this whole thing, and I wasn't too fortunate. So I had to go look for an Argentavis to get me further in the game, just like at the beginning of the episode. I found this one. He's not too high of a level, but he'll do. I won't need to make a trap for him because I'll easily be able to trank him out. So here comes the long journey back to get him back to the base so that I can finally knock him out. Only bad thing is he de-aggroed a couple times. If you guys do want your RGs to stay next to you and not have to hit them constantly, just let them fly right behind you. They'll hit you a couple times, but it's not too bad. But so here I finally got him to come up over the hill, and he did start attacking a couple of my pteranodons here, but it was no issue. The thing I was worried about is he was down below where the T-Rex was, and I wanted to make sure that he wasn't going to get killed by T-Rex because that's honestly happened to me far too many times in this game. But so I finally bring him back here, and he starts aggroing on one of my pteranodons where I kind of sacrificed him, but it didn't hurt him too much, and I was able to trank the RG out with no issues at all. And down he goes. We finally got him down after all that time. Next up, we have to get some prime meat for him, and then we are going to pick him up. So finally, we got some prime meat, got him, threw him in his inventory, and voila, he's up. Now, I did end up naming him Foul Class. He's my good buddy. He's got his own YouTube channel going on with his own Ark Survival series. Check him out. I'll have him in the description below. He makes pretty fun content as well. But yeah, so that's going to do it for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I'm not going to really be doing this kind of overlay commentary in the next coming videos. I just didn't really have time to talk as I was recording, so I kind of went with it as I did. But hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next enjoyable video.